Well, let's move on with news now. Yemen's Ali Abdullah Saleh has appeared on state TV for the first time since he was injured in an explosion last month. During his short TV appearance, Saleh said 8 surgical operations had been carried out on him in Saudi Arabia, where he was taken for medical treatment. Saleh said he welcomes power sharing within the context of democracy and the constitution. The Yemeni ruler is hanging on to power despite months of anti-regime demonstrations in his country. Deadly clashes continued between anti-government demonstrators and pro-Saleh security forces across Yemen on Thursday. Demonstrators have vowed to stay on the streets until Saleh's government falls. They've also denounced Saudi Arabia's support for Saleh's regime. Let's discuss the Yemen revolution now with Hisham Tilawi, host of Current Issues TV and Radio, joining us on the line from Louisiana. Mr. Tilawi, thanks so much for being with us. A lot of speculation going on since President Saleh was injured and now he's back. What do you make of this TV appearance?
Yes, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, the question is, what is your take on this TV appearance? A lot of speculations were being made earlier on, Mr. Tilawi, that President Saleh may have died, that he's being killed, and now he's appeared on TV. Some people saying that it might not even be him. What are you making of this appearance?
No, I believe this is him, but I believe that this was recorded. I don't know about him being dead or not, but it doesn't really matter. I believe what they are trying to do with this is to prevent a civil war from actually taking place in Yemen, because a civil war in Yemen is not something that would be good for Yemen or actually good for Saudi Arabia or the United States. So they want to try to do exactly what they're doing in other countries, so try to basically break down the resistance and buy in time so they can very much get to whatever regime change they want to. Now, as far as Ali Abdullah Saleh going back to Yemen, I doubt it, and I don't believe it will happen. He is in Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia does not want him to be in Yemen, and therefore they're going to try to do their best to keep him there. If that means that they will have to do stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So, but what they're doing now, they want to very much get everybody to believe that things are okay, and let's start talking so we can come up with a regime in Yemen that would be good for Saudi Arabia.
Mr. Tilawi, the thing is, when Ali Abdullah Saleh was in Yemen, he was being accused actually of trying to create civil war by launching attacks on the militants and the armed tribesmen, as we may call them, and he was being accused of trying to make things turn into a war, so he can go on with his his accusation that these protesters are violent. So at the same time, you say that they are trying to prevent the civil war. When you say they, what do you mean by they?
The powers that actually work in Yemen and working throughout the Middle East. What you are seeing there are the hands of the Mossad and the hands of the CIA are doing the work, basically behind the scenes. So what we are seeing here, Ali Abdullah Saleh, I don't know, I mean, someone was accusing him of actually starting a civil war. I don't really believe that. But I really do believe that the powers that be, the powers that are working in the Middle East, they want chaos through the Middle East, and this is one way to keep chaos until they are ready to settle things down their way. They're going to continue, even if it has to go through wars, even if they have to go through civil wars. If a country does not go their way, they're going to create problems. They're going to create wars. They're going to create chaos until that country is brought down to their camp.
Yeah, right now in Yemen, since Ali Abdullah Saleh went out, there has been some kind of power struggle, so to speak. Violence is still ongoing between the tribesmen and security forces loyal to Ali Abdullah Saleh, especially those who are operating under his son. Who do you say has the reins of power now in Yemen?
Nobody. Yemen is a little bit different animal in the Middle East. Yemen is tribal-run country. And right now, no tribe. You see, right now, what's really holding the country together is the army, is the military is what's holding the country. But as you see, a lot of people, a lot of officers in the military are switching sides. When you have enough people in the military and that military is weakened, that's when you're going to have a real chaos in Yemen. So right now, nobody has the upper hand in Yemen, but definitely these forces, the United States, the Mossad, the CIA, these people will not allow Yemen to go back to the Yemeni people, to go back into democracy. Actually, to go into democracy was never one. And it serves their interest to have chaos right now. It doesn't matter if it goes on for a year, 2 years, 3 years. It does not matter because it serves their interest into coming up with a regime in Yemen that would serve their interest and their objectives.
All right, thank you very much. Hisham Tidawi, host of Current Issues TV and Radio, joining us there on the line from Louisiana with his comments.